Okay, so we're here at the Team Revolution launch for 2014, and we're here with 3 team members, the founders of the organization. And I'm going to ask you to all introduce yourselves so we know who you are, and then we'll find out more about what's going on with the whole evening tonight. So why don't you start? I think you're Frank, correct?
Frank Ciccolini. I live in Toronto, ride in Vaughan.
Okay, cool.
Andrew Iacobelli, same credentials, live in Toronto, ride in Vaughan.
Okay.
Marco De Battista, same credentials, live in Toronto, ride in Vaughan.
Okay, so that's great. So we're going to start with Frank. And Frank, I understand you're a co-founder of the Team Revolution. And this whole evening is really cool. Lots of people upstairs having fun, and it looks like a really nice evening. And tell us about Team Revolution, how it came to be, and how this evening came together.
I'm looking down at the end here because Marco and I we were eating lunch together one day up in Vaughan. And I was complaining about injuries I sustained running a marathon probably about 3 or 4 years ago. And he kind of slapped me in the face and told me to start riding a bike. And this is where we ended up. At the time I was on the foundation board of the Humber River Hospital, and I had done a couple of marathons in a fundraising sort of way, and I thought maybe we could do it on a bike. And I had no idea how amazing the cycling community was in terms of what a chain reaction it would turn out to be. So from that one meeting, we got together some key guys in the cycling community in Vaughan, I'd say York region, and had another lunch. Said, do you think we could do this with 20 guys? And from there, we put together a committee of about 15. We had one luncheon up at Eagles Nest Golf Course. And from that, we dreamed the idea of let's go to Italy, ask everyone to raise $7,500 for the hospital, get a bunch of corporate sponsors, and between the great people that ride for this group and all of their contacts and connections, we had banks, life insurance companies, Fiat, Campari come on as main sponsors right away. More importantly, really quality people who have sacrificed time, effort, limbs, blood, and time with their family as well on Sunday mornings to the point where we are now. And that is having completed one already and raised almost $500,000. We're now 2 years later doing the same thing, riding over in Milan at the Piacenza Gran Fondo. This time around, all the guys have bought their own air, their own hotel, and on top of that, spent the money on their bikes, their transportation, and agreed to raise at least $5,500 each for the Humber Hospital. In the next 3 months after tonight, the fun's over and the suffering starts.
Very, very good. So a conversation between you two guys led to this fabulous group of people all getting together and deciding to ride their bikes, not only for fun and for fitness, but also for a good cause. What's your name again? It's
Andrew.
So Andrew, I understand you've been with the organization from the beginning, and you've ridden all over Italy as well.
Yeah,
so tell us a little bit about how you got involved and how the organization has grown and your impressions.
Yeah, I mean, I got involved with Frank. Gave me a call 3 years back, and he and Marco had that conversation that sort of got those 15 guys sitting together in the room, and I guess the rest is history. My experience with riding has been strictly amateur, but it's something that I took to right away, particularly when you learn the sport in northern Italy, riding around the lakes and in the foothills of the Alps. It's something that becomes really addictive, and it's only become more addictive since. And the last couple of years, it's just changed my life. And the beautiful thing about this is all the people that we've seen get involved with us from day one, and you've seen it change their lives. People, take to the sport like nothing else. They change their diet, they change their exercise habits, their social lives have been transformed. Everything, really, it's improving the quality of life for the whole team, and at the same time, we're doing a great thing for the hospital and hopefully making a big difference in development of the hospital. So it's
I was speaking to Eddie from the hospital, and he said it's really great that you guys have come on board to help what their plans are, and they do have some pretty big plans. I met two guys upstairs as well who are just joining, had just joined the organization or the club. So it's just growing by leaps and bounds, it seems. Just your name again?
My name is Marco Di Battista.
And so you're a co-founder, and so you're one of the troublemakers that started the whole thing,
That's
which
correct.
is great.
That's right.
And so did you, in your wildest dreams, did you think that you'd be sitting here tonight with such a large group and such a fine group of people that are behind you, and that you'd be at this point?
Well, when you put yourselves amongst some real gentlemanly like people, and you start hanging out with like gentlemen like Frank and Andrew here, they attract a unity of people that are like passionate about everything that they do, and we've kind of brought everybody together, and representing the hospital, of course, raising money. It's been effortless, it's been exciting, it's been fun, and you know what? It's never ending. We enjoy every single weekend together. It's the little competitions within the ride, and all the little egos and the little races that we do together. And we're the only group that rides, I think, every single weekend for a reason, for the hospital. We raise money. We're all up to do a good thing, and it brings out like your heart and your passion while you're riding for the hospital. A weekend doesn't go by where I thank God for the gift that He gave us and the opportunity to do this for the hospital, and obviously, we all going to benefit from it eventually, and it's just a great feeling, and I love the guys. Frank is a go-getter. He pushed me to bring me to this level. I didn't know anything about fundraising or being on a board of such a beautiful charity, and I'm so happy and proud to be part of this team. And I just want to keep it going. It's been a lot of fun, and it's growing like incredibly fast. The rate of growth has been unbelievable.
Yep.
The amount of new riders, and we're getting better at it. So, there's a couple bumps and a couple of glitches along the way, but it's getting better. And you know what? Everyone's welcome to join, and we just keep it going. It's been a great venture up to now. So.
The other thing I would add, guys like Marco, we have of 75 riders approximately. I'd say we have about 5 to 10 elite guys, another 15 to 20 advanced, and then the rest of us are pretty much beginner to intermediate, but our learning curve is amazingly quick. I've found in the last 3 years, we've got guys who started like in really sad shape and are pulling the rest of us right now. And it's really a testament to guys like Marco and Andrew who've been riding years and years and really sacrificing a lot of their rides. In the early going, they really were holding back their own Sunday ride, and we all knew it. And I think there's respect between the team because people know that that's going on.
Absolutely. People are helping each other out to get to a better level, and I've listened and talked to people tonight about how they've enjoyed and how their cycling has improved. I watched the video on your website, and it looks like such a great time. And of course, there's a lot of suffering in cycling, we all know, but it's for a good cause, and it's for everybody's own health and their own fitness. So you guys are doing a really fine thing, and we're so happy to be here tonight to share it with you, and wish you all the best with the trip going to Italy and the hospital. And thank you very much for spending time with Pedal Magazine.
thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.